Hi everyone, today we will talk about the past perfect. Let's start with a short story. Listen carefully and watch the pictures. Last week someone broke into our house while we were sleeping. A thief stole our computer. When we woke up, we found that someone, a thief, had broken into our house and that he had stolen our computer. Unfortunately, the thief had already left the house when the police arrived. When do we use the past perfect? There are three possibilities. The first one is the following. You can use the past perfect to talk about actions that finished before other actions in the past. Have a look at this sentence. When we arrived, the film had started. Quand nous sommes arrivés, le film avait déjà commencé. Avait commencé. We use the past perfect with when, followed by the past simple, and then a sentence containing a verb in the past perfect. In this case, it's had started. Donc, lorsque nous sommes arrivés au cinéma, le film avait déjà commencé. Secondly, we use the past perfect to express a period of time that lasted until a certain point in the past. So we can answer the question, how long had he been living in London? And the answer is, he had been in London for 6 years. So look at the sentence. When he graduated, he had been in London for 6 years. On peut donc dire qu'au moment où il a été diplômé, cela faisait 6 ans qu'il vivait à Londres. So we use the past perfect with a when sentence containing the past simple, and then an expression of time starting with for. The third possibility is to use the past perfect in order to express unreal things in the past. We call it the third conditional, using the verb to wish. I wish I hadn't gone to bed so late. Le wish qui se trouve dans cette phrase, c'est donc le wish de l'irréel, pour exprimer le regret. Si seulement, I wish, si seulement, je n'avais pas été au lit si tard. Let's have a look at our story and let's analyze each sentence separately. The first sentence was, last week someone broke into our house while we were sleeping. What are the tenses present in this sentence? Broke is the past simple of the verb to break, and were sleeping is the past continuous form of the verb to sleep. We insist on the duration. Let's have a look at our timeline. On this timeline, we have located the present time. Of course, everything will happen in the past. Last week, while we were sleeping, which is a continuous action, someone broke into our house, and broke is one single event in the past. This is why we use the past simple. Let's continue. The thief stole our computer. What tense is the verb stole? Of course, stole is a past simple of the verb to steal. Let's locate it on the timeline. While we were sleeping, someone broke into our house, and this thief stole our computer. Stole, the action of stealing, happens before the action of breaking into the house. Let's continue. When we woke up, we found that the thief had broken into our house and that he had stolen our computer. In this sentence, you can recognize two tenses. The past simple of the verbs woke up and found. Woke up comes from the verb to wake up, and found is a past simple form of the verb to find. Now, a new form of verb is present in this sentence. First of all, had broken, from the verb to break into. Had broken is what we call the past perfect form of the verb to break into. And had stolen is what we call the past perfect form of the verb to steal. Note that we use the past perfect in order to express an action that happened before another action in the past. So let's locate all of this on the timeline. Last week, we're still in the past. We were sleeping. At some point, we woke up. We woke up, and what did we find? We found that someone, a thief, had first broken and then stolen into our house. The thief had broken into the house and had stolen our computer. The first action is breaking into the house. And once he was in our house, he stole our computer. We can clearly see that we use the verbs had broken and had stolen to express actions, to indicate actions that happened before the morning, before we woke up and found that he had broken and stolen. So woke up and found our actions located in the morning, after the night, and then we discovered that someone had broken and had stolen. Nous voyons donc très clairement que les actions de entrer dans la maison et voler l'ordinateur se sont pas produites avant notre réveil au petit matin. Let's continue. Unfortunately, the thief had already left the house when the police arrived. Malheureusement, le voleur avait déjà quitté la maison lorsque la police arriva. Nous sommes toujours dans le passé, we're still in the past. Last week, had already left is a past perfect form of the verb to leave, and arrived is simply the past simple form of the verb to arrive. Let's locate those verbs on the timeline. Can you see where we should put those verbs? We can see that the thief had already left when the police arrived. The police arriving at our home is the last event in this story. On voit donc très clairement la chaîne d'événements sur cette ligne du temps. Si on remonte dans le temps, pendant la nuit, le voleur entra dans la maison, had broken. Le voleur avait volé notre ordinateur. Ensuite, le voleur avait fui. Et évidemment, au petit matin, lorsque nous nous réveillons, woke up, on découvre, found, that he had already left, que le voleur avait déjà quitté la maison. The way you form a past perfect is very easy, as you can see. For all the persons, you just use the same form of the verb to have in the past. Had in a positive sentence and had not in a negative sentence. Followed by the past participle. The past participle of an irregular verb like been or gone or seen or waited, or the past participle of a regular verb like finished and waited. Note that a construction such as had is also possible. Look at the second person in the plural. You had or had not had a shower before breakfast. It seems strange, but it's possible to have a sentence containing had. Littéralement, en français, cela veut dire vous aviez déjà pris une douche avant le déjeuner. When you want to form questions, the first element of the sentence is the verb to have in the past, had, followed by the person, you or he, the past participle, and the rest of the sentence. Had you seen him before? A positive answer would be yes, I had. And had he eaten breakfast? With the negative answer, no, he hadn't, or he had not. Let's do some exercises. Put the verbs in the past perfect and make timelines if it helps you. Good luck!